What up, Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again. So because of quarantine, I have like obviously Chavez and I have not been going out to eat, so I've had to learn how to make more than cereal and scrambled eggs and French toast. So today I actually made curry. To be fair, like I bought like this can of like curry sauce or like whatever, so I bought that, but like I didn't want to just have that, so I like made myself like a little base for the curry. Like I cut up my own like potatoes and carrots and stuff like that, my own little version of that old show semi-homemade cooking, you know, like yes, this came from a jar, but like I put my own little razzle dazzle in there. I haven't been able to bake though, because there is like no yeast or flour or anything at the store. Like y'all be baking and I'm upset. So we are here for some history memes, so let's go ahead and get started with those in 3, 2, 1, play.
10 p.m. British time. Dolphins return to Italy, Russia. When you are bored, so you start making things that don't exist. Nobody. Germany every 25 to 100 years. I'm about to end the entire nation of France.
But the croissants.
Communist music. Communist economy.
Oh.
Looks like you forgot your Romanian lesson again. You know what happens now.
Vladimir Impaler.
Looks like you forgot your German lessons again. You know what happens now.
That's awful.
Why do you have mandatory military service, but never fight in any wars? Switzerland. My goals are beyond your understanding. Are they going to live happily ever after, Mama? 20 years later.
Oh no! That's awful! Also probably true, but awful nonetheless.
Germany, I can explain. You have 29 dreadnoughts, and I only 17. Dreadnoughts? I'm using Napoleonic mortars. You guys have sharp bullets.
Oh my god.
16th century people trying to figure out what color oranges are. The mad lad about to invent the color orange. Now this looks like a job for me. Looks like you forgot your French lesson again. You know what happened.
What are y'all about to say about France? If y'all don't leave that country alone.
Now. Every
Oh, it's just a guillotine joke. Okay, I thought they were gonna say something mean about France. Y'all leave France alone, okay? They were a real military power for quite some time, okay? Before you youngins were born, before we were all born, really.
Military history. Their nation's leaders. Do I really look like a guy with a plan? Life exists. Philosophers, tell me why.
Tell me why it ain't nothing but heartache. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. I don't know. I feel like every time you hear the phrase, tell me why, you have to do that. Like it's a rule. It might as well be written in the Constitution, to be honest. What happened? Oh, I muted it. I was like, what?
Wow, look, nothing.
Wow.
Irish Rebellion song. Soviet engineering when it's helpful for the citizens. Soviet engineering when it's about destruction.
Oh,
when you want to be civilized, so you copy the Americans. You know, I'm something of a slave owner myself.
Ah!
England, you had better stop rebelling, or Ireland, or what? Let's go, in and out, 20-minute adventure. The first Thanksgiving.
Shameful.
Events following the first Thanksgiving. When
oh god. Wait, what is this picture?
Events following the first Thanksgiving.
What is this? Who drew this? What is going on here? I'm so upset.
When your boss lowers your wage, so you lower the water supply to the Chernobyl nuclear reactor. Looks like they couldn't handle the neutron style. German crosses the Rhine. Caesar, you have forfeited your life privileges. Got makes a comprehensive set of moral rules for everyone to follow. Friedrich Nietzsche, I reject your morality and substitute my own. Therapist.
Basically.
Elon Muskovi doesn't exist and can't hurt you. Elon Muskovi. What gives people feelings of power? Money. Status. Irish rebellion songs.
What is an Irish rebellion song? Explain the meme to me. I don't understand. Like, I feel like the title is self-explanatory, but I don't think I've ever heard an Irish rebellion song, and I would like to hear one, so.
Every revolution ever. You all hated the government, so you went and created a stupid government. Spartan baby is born with a defect. Spartan father, you know the rules, and so do I. The man who will be king. Queen Elizabeth II. Oh, I don't think so. Napoleon I. Napoleon III.
Aww.
Looks like you forgot your Danish lesson again. You know what happens now. Ramesh is watching you complain about just one plague. Russians training dogs with bombs.
Hey, technically it's been 2 plagues because we had the locusts too, okay?
Strapped to them to run under enemy tanks. When the dogs only go after Russian tanks. England, you had better stop
Is that a real thing? That made me sad.
Or Ireland. You look at me, you beat me. From now on, you tax tea however you choose. Looks like you forgot your Russian lesson again. You know what happens now.
The gulag.
The Dutch when they discover an entire continent for their own, but it doesn't have spices. Whoa, this is worthless.
Oh no!
Landlocked Austria hearing they're not allowed to own submarines anymore. Vikings, okay, so we found an icy land and a Greenland. I think we should name them accordingly. That one Viking who's drunk. I have an idea. Belgium. Belgium and the Congo. USA. Native American lands. Nobody. Teddy Roosevelt after being shot. Must have been the wind. Memes about biblical religious stories. Memes about the Iliad, mythology, and unverified historical rumors. No matter the size of your opponent, always give it your all. German flame troopers. Greek fire. Someone insult him. Diogenes, do you like getting peed on? 2 people fight to death. Romans. Dolphins have returned to Italy, meanwhile in Russia.
Y'all are gonna call me an ignorant slut and it's fine. I don't know who that is. Feel free to explain it in the comments. And don't actually call me an ignorant slut because I think YouTube might not like that.
Roman Empire.
My husband probably won't like that either, to be fair.
Whatever Mussolini was trying to do. America's first female mayor was elected in 1887. A group of men nominated her as a joke, but she won over 60% of the vote. Task failed successfully. Who are
And that's on her story.
you? You interfered in my election. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? Imagine having land in your name. This post was made by the Wales gang. Looks like you forgot your Serbian lesson again. You know what happens now.
Oh god.
When Egypt takes over the Suez Canal, allow us to introduce ourselves. Netherlands declared war on the Isles of Scilly. Forgot it, and after 335 years without a single shot being fired realized they are at war. Conflict.
Really? How did you guys even find out that you guys were at war? I know some nerdy ass historian was just like, should I tell them about this? Should I tell them about this? Does it matter? I mean, it's a pretty big discovery for me, like as a scholar, like that's, you know, it's good for me, but like, does it matter? And then they were like, it matters. I'm about to get my fucking PhD done right the fuck now. My thesis done.
Somebody, lol, the prequels are so unrealistic. There is no way a democracy would give one man full power because of a war. No way. Military planes invented in 1909. US soldiers in 1908.
On
Is to a
broomsticks.
lot. Depends on the context. Nuclear bombs made. No. Nuclear bombs used. Yes. USA in 1920 bans alcohol. Al Capone. And that's when the big bucks start rolling in.
Basically. In a nutshell.
Romans treat slaves brutally. Slaves start a revolt. Romans, you weren't supposed to do that. Prussia against France in 7 Years' War. Prussia against France in Franco-Prussian War. Prussia against France in Napoleonic Wars. Far-right dictatorship. The USA. Democratically elected left-wing government in Latin America.
This is funny. That's funny.
Humanity
Gibber!
throughout all of history. Because you know, deep down, that you deserve to be punished. The Jewish people. United States of America. Britain. Belgians create French fries. The French. Unfortunately for you, history will not see it that way. Europe. Everywhere else. Holy Roman emperors in the Middle Ages. Holy Roman emperors in the early modern era.
Old.
Large country exists. A civil war. Long have I waited. Dinosaurs. Small mammals. Union
Stupid.
blockade seeing one Confederate ship sailing towards them. When they see it's an escaped slave and his family. A democratic and free continental Europe in 2019. Britain refusing to surrender in 1940.
Oh, Jesus.
Switzerland after hearing about the Mars Hall plan in 1947. Hello, I like money. Rhea, why do you keep eating our kids? Cronus, somebody once told me our son is gonna roll me.
I'm ending this video here. That is perfection. That meme is I'm floored. There is no work of art that can ever come. I need to share this with everybody that I know. I just need a minute. Peace out. Hope this gets a skin lit. It's so beautiful.